Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Wrong Call Sportscast. It's Titty and Mr. Yagi.
Yes, sir.
We're here to do it again. It is Tuesday, December 31st, New Year's Eve, baby.
Yep, New Year's Eve. Hope you all had a kick-ass Christmas.
We made it through Christmas. We've been working just vacation a little bit here.
Yeah.
Time off. I feel like I've gotten nothing accomplished I wanted to, but, you know. But, yeah, it is New Year's Eve, so those of you that are out partying, let's hope you're safe tonight. I know you probably won't hear it till tomorrow, but be safe. Have fun.
Maybe, unless you're hungover, you won't want to listen to us.
Well, I don't know. That could be a good remedy. Make you throw up. Get
Get
all
it
that
out of
booze
your
out.
system.
So, because we've been on vacation and, you know, been busy and the holidays and whatnot, I didn't do a whole lot of research for this here show, Yagi. I mean, obviously, we've got our NFL stuff that we can definitely cover, but
Well, you've been blind for a couple
I have
days.
been blind. I had a little incident over the weekend, scratched my, as my wife called it, a corneal abrasion. Scratched eyeball, in
Yeah,
short.
technical.
Yeah, layman's terms, it's a scratched eyeball. So I was eye patched up and stuff for a few days, couldn't see, ain't done dick. So that's been a real joy, let me tell you.
Playing pirate.
Playing pirate, yeah. My wife and kids making fun of me for days, like, you dumbass. It's like, I can't see, I can't drive, I can't do nothing. It was horrible. But, so not a lot going on in the world of, well, I guess our first game of the second round of the college football playoffs start tonight. So we have that.
That's the first game?
The first game of the second round.
I
which
thought
is
they
that-
were already playing earlier today.
No, so, well, bowl games are going on of
But
those
not the
47.
playoffs.
No. So there's one playoff game tonight and the other three are tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. We've had freaking
Yeah.
NFL on, it seems like, every freaking day for
Yeah.
last week.
It's been
So,
crazy.
Uh,
We had games on Christmas Day, Saturday,
Friday.
Sunday, Monday,
Yeah.
Thursday.
yeah, it's been nonstop, which has been fun, but it's at that point in the season where these games, there's guys resting and the teams aren't playing for stuff. So it's a little background. I mean, I'm always watching NFL, but it's typically a little bit background at this point in the season, unless it's a big game like we have next week. So,
Yeah, we got a huge one next week.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It got flexed to Sunday night even.
so I don't have any racing news for you.
No,
Thank you.
Vroom.
No Vroom. I got no PGA news for you.
Nope, no Kerplunk.
No. So college basketball. I'll just give you the top five real quick. Tennessee is still undefeated, 12-0, number one. Auburn, number two. Iowa State, number three. Duke, number four. Alabama, number five. So I'm not real sure how Purdue has moved up to 20 from last week. So that's good for them. They're sitting at 9-4. IU's not ranked, still not looking great. I think they play like Kennesaw State or something today or tomorrow or some point in the last few days. So, yeah, not much there. So what do we have, Yagi? What are we going to talk about, bud?
NFL. I mean, we
NFL?
got college.
Well, again, we got the game tonight. That will definitely be a big topic of next week's
Yeah, I'll have
show.
it on. It'll be on
Yeah,
background
we've
at our little shindig.
we've went into it the last few weeks of the playoffs and what it means and the excitement. So this is that second round games. One tonight, three tomorrow. My Irish play at freaking 8:45 on New Year's night, January 1st, and I go back to work on January 2nd.
Yeah,
I got to be
enjoy
work
that.
6 a.m. Game kicks off at 8:45 on freaking tomorrow night. That's gonna suck ass. But I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna watch it. You bet your ass. So.
Yeah. Unless they're getting their ass kicked.
If they're getting their ass kicked, I might throw something at the TV. I mean, I have a tendency
Yeah.
to do that when Notre Dame's in a playoff game.
Well, good
Or-
thing they're on sale this time of year.
It is a great time. It is a great time to break my TV. I could do it purposely if I didn't just buy one on Amazon Prime Day like 6 months ago. My wife would be mad as hell. So,
Yeah, well, they'll run that sale again.
did you get everything you wanted for Christmas?
Yeah.
Well, our last episode was Christmas Eve. So,
Yeah.
how was your Christmas turn out?
Mine was great. What about you?
Really good, really good. I got me a new 60-degree wedge for golf, and got me a new gas grill, which I needed. The whole bottom end of mine had rusted out, so.
Yeah, we've had many parties with that girl.
Oh yeah. So it was good. Kids all had a good time. We ate and was merry and drank too much and the whole spiel. So and then a couple days later the eye incident happened, so that ruined my whole weekend. So we did. Yagi and I tried. We said we were going to work on some stuff for the studio, and one of his Christmas presents. We got new toys for up here.
Yeah,
the
that
studio's
was-
looking pretty good. Which we've got a bead. The video's coming once we figure out the new board, so we can find out what audio to use. We're pretty stuck with some video content or some video website software to use. So that is coming. We got a few little hiccups to work out on the new equipment, but
Yeah,
It'll
we
be fun.
upgraded
It'll be
our interface board, which one, obviously a higher end one, more options. So we're learning it still, because this shit doesn't come with instructions anymore. You got to look it up online, which is kind of bullshit.
And when you're not super tech savvy, it takes a little bit of
Right.
help. We
But
need one
either
of
way,
these kids.
it's worth it. It's fun.
Oh yeah. So we did though. Instead of once we were trying to figure that out and it went to kaplunk on us, we wrote some music. We had a damn good time on Friday night.
Yeah, we did. We noodled around, played with our toys, and
Yeah.
had a good time.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So hell, let's get into it, Dave.
All right, let's do it. Let's kick it.
We will start recapping the week of football. And like I said, there was
Christmas
games.
Day is the first.
Yeah, Christmas Day. We were here Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, we had the Chiefs at the Steelers. I keep fucking betting against them, dude.
Chiefs kicked the shit out of them.
They did. I was expecting in Pittsburgh. Why was that not a better game?
I don't know.
Mahomes supposed to have a bad ankle out there running around like
I
he's
told you that was
fucking
bullshit.
God.
I told you it was a smokescreen.
It bullshit. So yeah, way to go, Mahomes. And so they've wrapped up the #1 seed now.
Yes. Yeah.
So they're sitting guys. They have nothing to play for.
Who was even their competition?
Buffalo.
Oh, that's right,
Buffalo
that's
had the
right.
win on them, but Buffalo's got a couple more losses. So
Yeah.
Kansas City technically needed to lose two
That-
more
I
games.
totally forgot
which
about that.
Once with that win last week, they've locked up the #1 seed in the AFC. So, way to go, Kansas City. Looks like the freaking playoffs are the road to the Super Bowl is going through Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Which sucks. So, next up on Christmas Day, we had
They are who they are.
next up we had Ravens and Texans. That was another blowout.
Yeah, they kicked the shit out of them too.
31-2. I mean, both those Christmas Day games, I was excited that we had football on Christmas Day, and
But they
weren't good games.
No.
Unfortunately. I mean, the Ravens just ran all over them, beat the hell out of Houston. Houston's
And
only
they-
freaking 2
and
points
they
was on
were
a safety.
Yeah,
When
and
it-
they
when
were
it-
at Netflix. I didn't watch really any of them. I just saw the scores because I was over at my mom's house. And,
Doing Christmas stuff.
yeah, and I tried to get Netflix over there, but it just spun in a circle like the Tyson fight.
Yeah.
I had my account logged in and everything, but it didn't do anything but spin in a circle.
I
so
never,
was like,
I
fuck
didn't
it.
hear anybody else. I didn't see anybody online raising hell about it. It could have just been
It could have
Mom's.
been just mom's
Yeah, 'cause
Wi-Fi or whatever.
we had no issues with it at home. I didn't see any other people bitching about it, being a problem. So
Yeah, and I was looking at the scores on my phone. And I knew I wasn't missing
yeah,
out
I mean,
on
like I said, they
anything.
weren't great games. I mean, like I said, Houston's only freaking the 2 points they got was tackling Derrick Henry in the end zone for a safety. That was it.
It was
so
kind of an ass whooping.
yeah, and then so that was Wednesday, and then Thursday night we had another horrible freaking game.
I don't even remember what it was.
Seahawks Bears 6-3.
Oh, that was a terrible.
That
game.
was-
It was really super shitty weather. though.
Yeah, raining and crap, and
Yeah.
but there was
But
not
that
a
was-
lot to write home about that one. Three field goals total for the whole game.
Yep.
Bears are a mess. Seahawks, I don't think we'll check what it here in a few, but
Caleb Williams did get picked off, so he didn't get to set that record of completed passes in a row.
oh, that's right.
He
without
was
without
like,
an interception.
He was like 30 passes short.
Yeah, it
and
was
they
like-
picked him off on a fourth down play.
yeah,
they were already getting. Yeah,
he was
they
like
made him-
400 completions without an interception or some shit like that. something
Yeah, he was
crazy.
close to tying the absolute beating
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers has
Yeah.
it. He was like 30 some passes.
As
away
bad
from-
as he's been, and bad as that team's been, isn't that unreal? Though.
Yeah, Caleb's. I mean, the team's just bad. It's just a bad coach team. It's just bad.
Yeah. So then we had 3 games on Saturday, which the first one out the gate was a stomping. The Chargers just beat the shit out of the Patriots, 40-7.
Oh yeah, 40-7.
Yeah. That was first day with no eye, so I had a
for-
really
I
hard time
forgot.
watching games that day.
Well, it's as long as you only watch the Chargers with your good eye.
Yes,
and,
yes.
and watch the Patriots with your bad eye. It won't. You wouldn't miss enough.
Now the second game was a good one. The win to OT. Bengals got a big, much needed win. They're still in the playoff race because the
Yes, they are.
Second game
was
was
that
the-
the second game?
yeah.
I
the
thought
se-
that was the.
no, that was the second game, wasn't it?
It was a good fucking game.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I liked that game.
It went to overtime. Bengals 30-24.
Yeah.
I read a thing today that somebody was asking T. Higgins about opting out, wanting to trade,
Yeah.
leave. He said, supposedly, from what Adam Schefter reported, is that he would take less money to stay there. He said, I've got one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league and the
Right.
best receiver in the league, gives me all kinds of opportunities.
Right.
Why would I want to leave? So that's
Well,
good
if
news
he's truly
for
thinking that.
yeah, that's great news for Cincinnati, so they don't have to pay him as much, and they can put some money in that fucking defense.
Yeah, because imagine how good the Chiefs would still be if Tyreek Hill still stayed there instead of chasing the bag.
Absolutely, they'd be unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean,
They're 15-1 and don't have Tyreek Hill. I mean,
if the Bengals don't build a defense this offseason, I don't know what they shouldn't have to worry about their offense.
No,
but they're going
this-
to have to pay their guys.
this is you're wasting you can't waste the prime of a career of Burrow and Jamar Chase together. I mean, those
No.
two guys are electric
And you're a
together.
stupid GM if you let that happen.
Oh, absolutely. So,
Because the Bengals are a notoriously cheap franchise. They can afford it.
oh yeah, I mean, winning
They're not
brings
the salary cap.
winning
held by
brings
any
money.
Yes.
You know, so your revenue
But
share
the
is going to
salary
go up.
cap is still your salary cap.
Yeah,
and they're
everybody
just like
has
the
it.
fucking Colts.
Everybody
they don't,
has it.
They don't. They're cheap.
Yes, they don't do it correctly. Let's go with that.
They've got plenty of room.
Next up on
Another quick thing
Oh,
about
yeah.
Joe Burrow I heard. So the MVP race, of course.
Uh-huh.
So if the Bengals do get into the playoffs, is Burrow back in the MVP conversation?
he's got to be if he
Because
puts him
his
into-
numbers have been fucking
better
ungodly.
than everybody else. I mean, don't get me wrong. Go ahead, play my music.
Oh,
Yeah, who's the MVP this year? Josh Allen has played his fucking
Exactly.
balls off. So the only way that Burrow could get that is get into playoffs, make a big run. But if let's just say, for instance, they go in and beat Buffalo, then okay, Burrow might have earned it.
yeah. I mean, Burrow's done it all year long, even though they were losing.
Yes.
But his stats have been consistent.
Oh, numbers are
it's
fantastic.
just because they were losing that was just an interesting question that somebody brought up.
I think it's
It's a good conversation.
it is a good conversation to have, especially. I mean, he's done nothing wrong. He's putting
Yeah.
up 30, 40 points a game, and the defense is just so bad. So, yeah, that'd be interesting. That's a great conversation if they make the playoffs to have in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So, we finished the night out on Saturday night with Cardinals Rams, 13-9, the Rams. I did not watch much of this game. It was late. Like I said, I was one-eyed, couldn't hardly freaking
Yeah.
see the TV. So,
I watched it.
I
I was
checked
I
the
was playing
scores a
some
few
of my
times.
Christmas toys, but it was on. I watched it.
the Rams are fighting for a playoff spot, I believe.
I think they got their division.
Once we go through the games here, I'll pull up the
I'm
playoff
pretty sure
race.
they won the division.
Because if I'm not mistaken, there's the AFC and NFC are set. All but one team, one NFC team, is not set yet. So all 7 spots are set in the AFC. There's 6 spots set in the NFC. There's one. It comes down to 2 games, so we'll get there in a minute. Sunday, we'll just start right out on Sunday
Well,
with
it comes down to one game.
one game for the number 1 seed, but there's one game that comes down to the other playoff spot.
The other wild card.
Yes. So, Colts, Giants. Okay. So, the Giants have been averaging 14 points a game this
Yeah.
year. 14.
In
They
a row.
scored 45
Yeah.
against the Colts.
Against the Colts. Drew Lock.
Yes. Threw 4 touchdowns. Just made them look stupid.
The last time a Giants quarterback played as well as Drew Lock did was in 2014, and it was Eli Manning.
Yeah.
decade
Unfreaking real. So, what was
And
the
they
stat line?
had the number 1 pick,
Yeah.
and now they're down to like 4th or
Yes,
5th.
yeah. And that can still change this week with the games
It
this week.
still can, but
Yeah. Yeah, Drew Lock, 17 for 23, 309 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks.
and 1 rushing touchdown.
And he didn't get sacked either.
No.
Yeah, he did have a rushing touchdown too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's trying to pull off some fucking Josh Allen MVP type numbers over here. Yo, my guy. He earned it. Drew Lock. The Colts made Drew Lock look like an MVP.
That game, he threw more touchdowns than Danny Dimes has
Oh, all year?
at home in probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah. It just fucking horrendous. So, and then after that game, did you see, I think I put it on our group message, what Pat McAfee came out and just annihilating the Colts?
Yeah, as he should. We've been doing it all season.
Well, yeah.
Everybody should.
It's so bad how they are just constant mediocre. So I heard a thing on this morning while I was watching TV. So Chris Ballard has been the GM for 7 years
Yeah,
for Indianapolis. There have been
that's 3 years too long.
but in the AFC South, which is a division that's open every year, in all his years there, we have never won the AFC South since
No.
Chris Ballard's been there. The Jaguars have won the fucking AFC South twice.
Yes.
The Titans have won it, I think, once. It may have been 3-3-1 or something like
when
that.
Vrabel
but-
was still coaching.
yeah. So all the other teams in the AFC South have won the AFC South since
Yeah.
Ballard's been there. The Colts have not.
Texans won it last year and this year too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in all his years in Indianapolis as a GM, every other team in the AFC South has won the division, but the Colts.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
yeah.
downright horrible. They have to have
It's
overhaul.
pathetic, and Ballard needs held accountable. He built this fucking. Your wide receivers are mid.
Yep.
Your number one wide receiver is a number two slot at best on any other team.
There's
he
a
just didn't
culture
build shit.
issue in that since the day Andrew Luck.
There is no culture.
Well,
is-
that's the problem.
Is the problem.
Yes, there is no accountability. There's nobody.
He's got a geeky little coach that doesn't have any authoritative power whatsoever. Doesn't identify with the players, from what I can tell. There's no.
Well, they said
spark.
there's guys that are late to meetings.
Yeah, there's no spark. There's no-
remember, it was 4 or 5 weeks ago. Kenny Moore, the corner, came out and raised hell after a loss. He's like, these guys need accountability. So there's a lot of either be it young guys or just the wrong people there, and that's what they remember all them years when they were talking about with the right people in the building. We just need the right attitudes and all this. Well, obviously that's not it. If they're
No.
missing meetings and not giving a shit about their play on the field and letting the Giants put up 40 fucking points on you.
These players are not wanting to play for a reason.
Yeah, it's a mess. So, and unfortunately, everybody in Indianapolis especially knows the Jim Irsay saga, that we've dealt with for years.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how
he's
much
old.
he's been out of the spotlight for a while since early in the season, his coma or whatever the hell he was in.
yeah,
or-
he fell or relapsed or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so-
they would. Nobody will ever say what it was.
yeah, no.
No, they
they're
even thought he
keeping
was
that out.
dead at one point.
Yeah, so I think that ideally his girls are in line to take over. So I don't know if Irsay still has a hand in shit anymore. If it's just up to his daughters.
It's about time he shortens that line.
Yeah.
because there's
They need a complete redo.
That-
Start over.
that I work for the Colts, and anytime just going to that area and going into that building to do contracting work, it just feels like a dead fish. There's like nothing in that
No
building,
enthusiasm,
no spark,
no-
no
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah,
It's always
it's terrible, man. It's really really tough as a Colts fan that you've followed for all these years to just see this mediocrity that just doesn't get better. I mean,
in the wake of Peyton Manning, that this is what it was. But this is what it was before Peyton Manning.
true, yeah. I mean, we had our year with
Yeah.
Captain Comeback on Mr. Harbaugh.
Yeah,
but
but-
Cordell Stewart stepped out of the back of the end zone. I'm just saying,
Slash.
Yeah, he didn't catch that ball. And if Aaron Bailey would have just closed his arms, hey, things could have been different. You never know.
Hey, what a
But hey,
shoulda, coulda.
so we'll keep on going. The Colts, we've talked about
Yeah,
them enough
I
through
mean-
the season. So next up, Jets Bills. Josh motherfucking Allen. They pulled Josh Allen, okay. But they pulled Aaron Rodgers in this game.
No, he pulled himself.
Did he pull himself?
Yep. He
Okay.
just gave up and went and sat down
And said, "Fuck it."
sometime in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was just a stomping. Buffalo beat up on them, and the Jets are horrible.
Jets are the Jets, man. They're another lifeless, dead team, just like the Colts. They're
Yeah.
an eternal
they've been-
shithole.
They've been eternally shit for a long time though.
Yeah,
I mean, at
ever
least
since they beat the Colts in
Yes.
the Super Bowl. when almost said Joe Namath.
Joe
almost said
Namath called it,
Montana
yeah.
for some damn reason.
So,
when he
yeah.
guaranteed the Super Bowl win.
I read today that the Jets are interviewing Ron Rivera
Yes, I did see that.
and Rex Ryan.
No, Rex Ryan is expecting a call.
He does now officially have.
Oh, he got a call?
Yeah,
Okay.
he has an interview with him, and he's been saying on like Sports Center and shit for a month he wants to coach the Jets.
That he's a diehard Jets fan.
Yeah.
Well, not
So-
fan, but he was their last good coach.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, because they went to 2 or 3 AFC championship
Yes.
games. Him and Mark Sanchez were a good duo.
yeah, and then the butt fumble just ruined everything.
Yeah, that's just
Okay.
pure comical belief.
Well, hang on. There's obviously an NFL play from this week that goes in hand with the butt fumble. That was the greatest, hilarious fucking.
Are you talking about Kenny Pickett?
Yeah. So Bills just whooped the shit out of Jets. Jets are horrible. Next up, we got the Titans and the Jags. That was two horrible teams in the AFC South.
Yeah,
go right
just
along with the Colts in the
finger
AFC
fucking
South.
each other, so.
Jags won 2013, so wasn't a lot
If
there.
you're a fan of those teams, you probably got a good game out of it.
Yeah.
but I avoided
You
it.
know what? And I don't know, but I'm thinking, just speculating, because you do the list. But I don't think Mac Jones made a list this week. Maybe. I don't know.
No, he did not.
Okay, that's good. Way to go, Mac Jones. You got to win. Beat the Titans. Raiders Saints, 25-10.
Another,
Raiders beat the Saints.
yeah,
Yeah,
another.
and I said earlier, this is the point in the year where a lot of these guys have nothing to play for. Some of them are playing for, some of the individual players are
Trying to
playing
hit
for
their
incentives.
bonuses.
Yeah,
Yep.
incentives for
Incentive
contracts and
bonuses.
whatnot. So, Raiders Saints, not a great game. Raiders got to win though. 4-12 and 5-11.
Which-
woo woo.
Yeah, when we get to the
Yeah.
incentives, somebody hit big time.
Oh,
on
there are a
his.
couple of them I'd read that hit. Somebody in one game hit 3 different incentives.
Yeah.
Yards, touchdown. I can't remember. Was it Zach Ertz for
Zach
Washington?
Ertz,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
made each incentive was worth $250
Yeah,
grand.
so he made $750,000 in one game.
on top of his game.
Yeah, yeah. Next up, we got the Panthers at the Bucks. Man, this is my trap game. I thought, boy, Buccaneers put it on them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Bryce Young still continued to play well. It's
Absolutely.
just Panthers defense is pretty much depleted. They
Yeah,
can't stop anything.
they're up on that top of the rung with injuries like Detroit. I mean, they've just been annihilated. So, but that team, you feel like they're on the up and up. So you got to be.
I feel like there's a base of something there.
yeah. There's hope going into next season. Unlike my team.
Yeah, under the last few years, I had no hope whatsoever. I was just like, let's see what this shit show is going to be.
Yeah,
but
and we felt that way about Bryce Young early, and then the
Yeah,
benching.
and then
is-
they
I mean,
benched
he's
his
really-
ass, and then
and
something
Adam
clicked.
Thielen's been, boy, him and Thielen have been hooking up.
yeah.
I mean, they got their ass whooped, but I think Thielen. Well, they had 2 touchdowns, 14 points, and Thielen had both of them.
Yeah.
And I know this because in fantasy, we'll get there after we recap. Okay, next up we've got the Eagles at the Cowboys. No Jalen Hurts. Pickett destroyed him. I think he even left the game for a minute hurt, if I'm not mistaken.
They pulled his ass.
Did they pull him? Okay, 41-7.
So within 2 games, the Dallas Cowboys have got swept. The Alice
Yes.
Cowboys have got swept by the Eagles this year
Yes,
and have played all 3 of their quarterbacks in 2 games.
against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Boy, they rough too. My goodness.
And Micah Parsons, dumbass. We were 5 plays away from winning that game.
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
I'm thinking, what, the 5 touchdowns
Yeah,
against
no
your
shit.
ass?
You're 41-7. It's way more than 5 plays, dude. Unless those 5 plays were all 5 fucking touchdowns
Yeah,
that
they
you
had
scored.
to be, yeah.
Yeah. So what we were talking about, the butt fumble, Pickett's that fumble flip.
That was so fucking
It was like the
funny.
Matrix, dude.
Yeah.
He like threw his arm forward and then he just like somersaulted forward.
He barely let go of the ball and just like...
It's like the ball pulled him forward
Yeah,
and flipped
like
him.
gave himself a forward somersault.
If
it
you
was
haven't,
pretty
if you
goddamn
did,
funny.
if you didn't watch it, just check. You got to check out this
check
clip.
check
man.
our socials. I will post it on
Yeah,
there.
it's
I was in
freaking
Facebook
hilarious.
jail over the weekend when it happened, but now I'm out of jail, so now I can post it.
Yeah, that was unreal.
I just busted out laughing.
Yeah, I did too. I saw it and I just cracked up. I'm like, what just happened? What was that?
That was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. So yeah, they destroyed Cowboys. Saquon, over 2,000 yards in that game.
Okay,
So he got over 2,000 in 16 games.
in 16.
He's
he
a-
didn't break the record yet.
He's 101 yards short.
Okay, so that doesn't count.
That's what is there an asterisk? But I mean, through the years, I mean, some of those records from way back then when they played 12 games and 14 games and
Yeah,
so
15, 14.
it can't take away from the amazing freaking season he's had.
No,
I mean,
it won't take away, but
He's had 2,000 rushing yards in the
until
season.
maybe I don't know. He will be. Yeah, he's kicking ass on a 17 game. Yeah, kick ass.
So yeah, he's 101
And then
101
when they
yards
add
short.
their 18th game,
Yeah, somebody
and
may
then
get close again.
it's just going to be a generational
yeah,
thing. But
yeah, absolutely. But the question is, and I read there was a headline.
But if he did it in 16, that would have been fucking ticked.
Absolutely. But there was a headline I read today that said Sirianni was going to talk to the team and management because they have nothing to play for now.
No,
They can't move up in seeds.
Nope.
There's nothing for them to
They
play
won
for
the
next week.
division.
Yeah. So does Saquon and does the team want him to break that record? Are they going to allow him to break that record?
does he want to?
That's a good question because he could have broken the single game record earlier in the year, and Sirianni went to remember when he went to the sideline and asked him, he was like, no, let these other guys.
But this next game is against the Giants.
Oh, well, he could do that in the first
I think
quarter.
it's at home.
If it is, then maybe he just plays the first half.
Yeah, and just him.
Just
only him.
run.
Yeah.
Give it to him 19 times in a row, get 102 yards and step out.
Yeah.
So we shall see. Dolphins-Browns. Dolphins beat up on the Browns.
with their backup quarterback.
20-3. Yep.
What happened to Tua? Did he slip in the shower or something?
I think so. I honestly don't know. I didn't see that game. It was on Red Zone. Like I said, one-eyed Willie over the weekend, so
Yeah.
it was tough to watch a lot of stuff that didn't really.
I had noticed
fit my
when
fancy.
Tua wasn't playing, and then
Yeah.
Plus, there was other things to do. There really was. So
Yeah.
That one was
holiday
not-
weekend stuff. So
that
next
was
up,
not on my radar.
Packers Vikings. Great fucking.
That
game.
was a great game.
That was a hell of a game. That was a
Vikings, man, they're fucking tough.
14-2 baby.
fucking tough.
Yeah. They look good. They look really good. I mean, the Packers look good too. Those three teams in that division,
They're in.
yeah, all three of them. I mean,
Yeah.
it's awesome. But yeah, the Vikings look really, really good. And that game we've got next week is all the marbles are on that news, man.
Yeah, it got flexed to Sunday
Yeah,
night. I'm
yeah.
pretty
okay, so then
pretty excited about
then
it.
we finished
so I'm gonna
up
feel
with,
like shit on Monday morning.
oh yeah, Sunday night. The Sunday night game was a hell of a game too. Falcons Commanders, OT. Jaden Daniels played his balls
That
off.
was a yes, yeah.
I think Jaden Daniels ran for 127 rushing yards, 227 passing yards.
He was the reason they won that.
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Well, him and Zach Ertz.
yeah, which we just mentioned. You know, he
Yeah.
got 3 incentives for $750,000. I think it was so many yards, so many catches, so many touchdowns.
It was catches, touchdowns, and yardage.
Yeah, and he got it all that game. So
Yep.
that was pretty cool.
60 catches on the year. He had
Is
to
that
go
what it
over
was?
60 catches.
Yeah.
I can't. That's the only one that sticks in my
Yeah.
mind. 6 touchdowns, 60 catches, and I don't know what the yards were.
Okay, but he hit all 3 of those incentives on Sunday night.
He hit the trifecta.
Yeah. Washington, another good-looking team. I mean, the
Yeah.
NFC playoff picture, the NFC playoff games are going to be awesome because the teams that are all in are badass.
Well, 5 of those teams are out of 2 divisions.
yeah, yeah.
5
Philly,
of the
Philly,
7.
Washington, the 3 in the north.
5 of the 7.
That's crazy.
And the NFC South, the other 2 divisions have to give away a spot.
Yes, yes. So then we finished on Monday night. The Lions obviously won 40-34,
That was
but San Francisco gave them everything.
Yeah, San Francisco gave them everything.
And that's why the Lions
I
just
was
got.
I was worried a little bit there.
Yeah, me too. I mean, because
I was like, man, this better not be a fucking trap.
yeah, because Detroit really needs that win. I think they can probably rest up by this week too. I mean, they need it.
Yeah. Detroit has won every home road game.
Yeah,
This-
they've had a
this
hell of a
whole year.
season.
Yeah.
Like I said, but the Niners gave them everything they could
They
take,
did.
man.
They sure as fuck did. I got a little worried there for a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah, I did too. I was concerned toward the end. I'm like, man, I don't know if the Lions are gonna pull this shit out. They need this win.
And they did. So now we're set up for a big fucking huge showdown.
Yeah, yeah. So before we hit our segment, just the playoff race real quick. So, yes,
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
Yes, coach. Playoffs.
so out of the 7 spots in the AFC, 6 of them are set. 6 teams are in. The number 7 spot is still open, and I don't know all the scenarios, but Miami and Cincinnati and Denver are all fighting
Yeah.
for the last spot. And like I said, for Cincinnati, they've got to win. Somebody's got to lose. So there's a couple things that need to happen
Yeah.
for them. Denver's winning in, so that's it.
Denver is winning in.
Winning
and
in.
Cincinnati needs both those teams to lose.
Denver and Miami need to, yes. So, but Kansas City locked up the number 1 seed already.
Yep.
Buffalo, the number 2. Baltimore 3. Houston 4. Pittsburgh 5. Chargers 6. I love that the Chargers got in Harbaugh's first year. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. They really came alive at the end.
Yeah, they did. So that's going to be fun. Like I said, Denver's the last spot up for grabs. The NFC. I mean, look at the records in the NFC. Okay, Detroit is currently the number 1 seed, 14-2.
Has been all year.
Yes. Philly, number 2 seed, 13-3. Rams, 3 seed, 10-6. So I'm going to bypass the 4 seed real quick. Minnesota is the 5 seed at 14-2.
Yeah.
There's going to be a wild card
The Lions
game.
and Minnesota could swap.
Yes, they could. It depends on next week. But there's going to be a wild card team with 14 freaking wins.
And have to play every game on the road.
Yeah.
Well, not start on the
Yeah.
road.
And then Washington 11-5 at 6, Green Bay 11-5 at 7. The only spot that's up for grabs is the winner of the NFC South. Currently, Tampa Bay holds that designation at 9-7.
Right.
Atlanta is at 8-8. So if Atlanta wins and Tampa loses next week, Atlanta's in.
Because they have a top.
Yes. So
Tiebreaker.
Tampa Bay's control their own destiny, winning in.
Yep.
But yeah, 14-2, 13-3, 14-2, 11-5, 11-5 currently in the freaking NFC. Those NFC games are going to be awesome.
NFC's pretty strong this year.
Oh, they're way fucking strong.
Yeah.
So obviously there's a few games that matter next week. We'll talk about them when we get into our picks a little bit more. But most of the games next week don't matter other than incentives. But a few of them got some bearing to them. So
Yeah.
So yeah,
Big dog.
good shit.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
with that, it's time for everybody's favorite segment of the week that they all come to listen to just for this one right here, buddy.
It's the last one of the year, so I hope you enjoy it.
We have one more.
No. Tomorrow's 2025.
Oh, last one of the year, not season. Ah, you got me. You got me.
See?
All
Make
right.
sure you're telling everybody, see you next year all
That's
day
right.
today.
Yeah. 900 times on social media today.
So here we go. Either way, it's time for Week 17 Shitty Quarterback of the Week.
All right. Give it to him.
There was some pretty shitty quarterback play this week.
Well, I mean, we have pretty shitty quarterback every week. So.
Yeah, I mean, but this one was a good one. This was a tight race.
Well, it's gonna.
And I only
it
give you
always
5.
it always depends on where we start. What's the number? Where's 5 at on their QBR? So
Yeah. Anyway, taking in number 5, Desmond Ritter.
Desmond Ritter.
Yep, nobody's surprised. But 208 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 60.6 is where we're starting.
Ooh, we were starting in the 70s last few weeks. I think.
Yep. And there was also 5 or 6 guys within point one, like a point numeral, like
Oh,
60.6
to try to get that-
60.5.
Try to get that number 5
Yeah,
spot.
So close.
They were battling for it.
Yeah. Some big names, too. Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford.
Ooh.
I mean, there was, yeah. Anyway, all
All
right,
right.
on to number 4. C.J. Stroud. He took a nice ass whooping on Christmas. Was it Christmas Day?
Yep. Big whopping 2 points. No points on
185
offer.
yards, 0 touchdown, 1 pick, 59.2
Ooh,
QBR.
wee. Come on.
He's been a
You can't limp into the playoffs getting on this list, bud.
no, he's
Yeah, just can't do it.
not with it.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk
Winning
about
your division
playoffs?
and everything.
You kidding me?
Shitty.
Yeah, bad stuff.
Either way, number 3, Caleb Williams on that glorious Thursday
yeah.
night game. 122 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, 53.0.
He's been
for
on this list quite a
NFL.
few times this year.
He's been a repeat offender.
Yeah.
He's definitely been a repeat offender.
Okay.
For Mr. Jesus.
Yep, the Messiah.
Yeah, and number 2, one of the most recent great coaching decisions for the Cleveland Browns, Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
DTR, baby.
Yeah,
As he's known around the
170 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick,
league. Way to go, buddy.
at 50.8.
Damn.
50.8. Now remember that number. Remember that.
50.8. Okay.
Now coming in at number 1.
Number 1.
Our
Top dog.
Alice Cowboys, Mr. Cooper Rush.
Cooper.
147, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. What do you think the number is?
Use just 50.8, so I'm going to say 47.3.
50.7. I told you all these numbers were
Boy,
so
that was
close.
Yeah, they were tight. They were tight. Way
So
to go.
close. But I want to give an honorable mention. Honorable mention to Mr. Aaron Rodgers. A-R-O-N Rodgers.
Aaron.
The second A's because he's an asshole and that's what it's for.
And
But-
Iwawasha.
Yeah. He was going to be your shittiest quarterback of the week. But his asshole self pulled and sat himself in the third quarter. But up to that point, he had 112 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks, and a 44.0 QBR.
Ooh. You know what? I'd say he gets the fucking shitty quarterback of the week this week.
Well, the second A stands for asshole.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
That's what it is. But yeah, no, he pulled himself, so he disqualifies.
That's bullshit.
But yeah, he's
Cooper
kind
Rush.
of a bitch.
The
But
Alice Cowboys.
another funny fact about Mr. Aaron Rodgers
Aaron, as he's known.
is that he now not only has he got completions record, he also has the most sacks. Ooh,
Most sacks.
the most sacked quarterback in NFL history. Yes, he has been sacked 566 plus times. Tom Brady 565, Ben Roethlisberger 554, Russell Wilson 551.
No shit.
Yep.
Obviously,
So-
all them guys played many years in the league, but
right.
Yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers, there you go, buddy. You're not the shitty quarterback of the week. You're just a shitty person of the week. But everybody give it up for Cooper Rush, the
And the-
shittiest quarterback of the week.
Way to go, Cooper. Way to
the
go,
last
buddy.
one for 2024. So the rest of them will have to be in 2025.
That's right.
Yes.
He got me
so
on that shit.
We're going to take a short break, and we will be back.
With
So-
a
Yes.
Doing some
rapid
picks,
fire
baby.
picks and some bona fide picks and whatever the hell else we can think of.
All right.
See you shortly.
we shall return.
Back for more break.
We are ready. So before we do our picks for this week, let's recap how we did last week, Dave.
Well, before we do that,
Okay.
let's congratulate our fantasy Super Bowl champ,
Donkey.
your son,
Donkey got his
Mr.
second
Gage
win.
Tidwell, got
Yeah.
his second Super Bowl.
He did. He did. Our I like to say my future son-in-law and my son were playing each other for the fantasy football championship in our big league. And going into the game before it started, Hunter was a big-time favorite, and Donkey pulled it out. Let me pull it up real quick. Just
Yeah, Hunter steamrolled the fuck out of me. I know that much.
yeah, he had a great year. But
He did have a good year all year long.
the championship went to Donkey. Who was it that? Oh, it started out. He had Lad McConkey, the receiver for
Chargers.
the Charger. I saw a thing. There was this first time ever, 4 rookie receivers went over 1,000 yards
Oh, yeah?
this year. McConkey, Brian Thomas for the Jaguars, Malik Neighbors. Well,
Yes, he
but,
did.
You know, he had 170 yards against the vaunted Colts defense.
yeah, he went over his 1,000
Yeah,
yards.
and then I can't remember the fourth one. It was Thomas, Neighbors. Who did I just say?
Odunze?
No,
No.
Neighbors, McConkey. Shit, I don't know. Four, Thomas, and there was one other one. But yeah, four receivers, first time rookies went over 1,000 yards in the season. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. But yeah, Gage had McConkey go off. Amon-Ra had a decent game. Hunter got the injury bug hit him. James Conner got hurt in the first play, so he
Oh, yeah.
left the game for him. That hurt him. And then Smith and Jigma didn't do much. So yeah, Donkey, congratulations, buddy. And why the hell did Hunter start the Colts defense?
Because he
Jeez.
was going against.
The Giants.
I
Yeah.
would have made the same call.
Me too. 14 points a game.
Yeah.
45 against the Colts.
Yep.
Yeah, way to go. Way to
Saw
go.
that.
Yeah. Hey, Gage, good job, son. Second Super Bowl, fantasy football Super Bowl champion. So he is added his name to, I think there's like 5 of us with multiple wins now.
Yeah.
You're the only back-to-back.
Only one.
I'm the only guy with 3. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's getting tight, boys. It's getting tight. So yeah, let's see how our picks went last week. Brad made picks with us last week, so this was his second time making picks with us.
For
so,
Christmas.
so Dave went 13-3 last week. Good week, bud. Good week. I went 12-4 last week. Keep picking against the fucking Chiefs. And Brad went 14-2.
Yeah. He was the big winner.
Yeah.
He was the big winner that
Yeah.
night.
So way to go, Brad. Again, these stats are due to our
Compiled
research
by
department. Yeah, Brad kicks
Which
ass
he
every
could
week.
be padding the stats.
Yes. So here we are on the season. So on the season, Dave is at 145 and 91, 61%. I'm at 151 and 85 for 64%. Brad, for his 2 weeks in picks, 24 and 8, big 75%. So way to go, Brad. Good job. Thanks as always for the recap and
Thanks for crunching the numbers.
yeah, and keeping us up to date on it. So we greatly appreciate it. So this week's game picks are going to be a little bit tough because I said earlier, a lot of teams not playing for shit. Other than incentives, a lot of games don't matter. Guys giving up, guys not playing. The teams that are in the playoffs, a lot of them aren't playing. So there's some pretty crazy lines in some of these games this week.
The big teams are resting big players.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Getting ready for the playoff run.
And a
So-
lot of other teams are just want to clear out their locker and go
Yeah,
home.
yeah. So we start this week on Saturday. We got 2 Saturday games. Browns at the Ravens.
We're picking?
Yeah, we're picking.
Is this rapid fire?
Oh shit, my bad.
Ravens.
Ravens. Bengals at Steelers.
Bengals.
Bengals need a win to get in, so I'm on the Bengals as well here.
Yep.
So Sunday, Jaguars Colts.
Where's it at?
It's at Indy. Last game of the season. Did this what happened last year? Winning their in against Jacksonville and got stomped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 2 years ago.
Was it
Last
2
year
years
was
ago?
Houston.
Oh, is it Houston that did
Yeah,
it last year?
give him my theme music.
Yeah. Jaguars, Colts.
Jacksonville.
I'm gonna take the Colts. Next up, we got
Mac Jones is playing too good. man. You
yeah,
can't-
watch out. He's trying to avoid that list. He don't want to get back
Yeah.
on it. He's the only repeat
was,
back-to-back
he was,
guy. Three times
He was a back-to-back.
back-to-back.
Yeah.
Okay.
First back-to-back shitty quarterback of the week. But this week he put up like 117 QBR.
Yeah, good week.
Yeah.
But hey, look, AR didn't play last week. He didn't play this week. He's not going to get back on the list this season. So Way to go, Anthony Richardson. He still might end up our Sheet quarterback of the
He
year.
might. He's got
of the year.
four
So-
trophies.
Yeah, we will cover that in the coming weeks. So, Panthers at Falcons. Falcons need to win this game because they're in a playoff hunt.
I'm gonna give me my theme music.
Oh, no, wrong one.
Panthers. I want them to play spoiler and fuck Atlanta out.
Yeah.
I don't like Atlanta. Never have. Never will.
The Panthers are getting 8.5 points in this game.
Where's
That's
it
a
at?
lot. It's at Atlanta. I'm taking the Falcons because they got something to play for.
Carolina.
The Washington Commanders at the Dallas Cowboys. Again,
Commanders will
tough-
probably be resting. They
tough
can't
game.
improve
Yep.
their stock.
I don't think they can
whatsoever.
do anything. The Cowboys are an underdog at home. Another tough one. I'm going to take the Commanders just because Alice is so bad. What's-
Alice is going to win this one for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Why.
Okay. Next up, we got the Bears at the Packers. Again, nothing to play for here, I don't think, for the Packers.
They can't move up a seed, can they?
I don't know. They're a wild card. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they can improve from a wild card position.
With favored by 9 points, I'd say they're probably playing for something. Maybe move up one seed or something like that. So
I think they are the second wild card, aren't they?
well, here let me go back to playoff race real quick in the NFC.
Because the first wild card will be either Minnesota or Detroit.
Yes. So 1 seed currently Detroit, Philadelphia 2 seed. Philadelphia cannot change their stock. They are stuck at 2.
Yeah.
The Rams 10-6.
They can't change it. They're
They
division
can't.
leaders.
Yeah. So we get, and then Tampa Bay is currently that last division winner. So the 3 wild cards are currently 14-2 Minnesota, 11-5 Washington, 11-5 Green Bay. So they can.
So they can.
Washington and Green Bay
So-
both
Yeah.
can. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely on the Commanders. Then you want to change your pick?
I want
then?
to change. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the theme music. Commanders.
Okay, so-
over Alice.
Yeah, both of us
There's
on
still
Commanders.
something to play for.
Bears,
And
Packers, same
I'll
thing.
take Packers.
Yep, got something to play for. Okay. Bills at the Patriots.
There's nothing to improve.
Nothing to play for. Okay, we did that for. Let's double check the AFC. Pittsburgh and the Chargers have something to play for. They're both 10-6, and Denver obviously 9-7. Houston's already won the South. Baltimore, I think Baltimore might need to win too. No, they've won the division, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah. No, they've clinched the playoff berth. They haven't clinched the division
Yeah,
title
the
yet.
division's still up for
Yeah.
grabs
Yeah. Okay. So,
between them and Pittsburgh.
yep. So Bills Patriots. Bills still win this one.
Yeah.
They got nothing to play for. Josh motherfucker. I don't
Unless he wants to solidify some MVP status.
you know, maybe. Giants at the Eagles.
Giants are pretty tough.
Did you see what they did to the Colts last week? My
yeah,
goodness.
I did.
Malik Neighbors,
I'm
171
truly
yards.
terrified for every team that has to face them
Jesus.
throughout the rest of the season.
So we talked about Saquon and is he going to sit? Is he going to play? I said in the garage a minute ago, Saquon's going to only play the first half. They're going to give it to him 27 times till he rushes for 102 yards, and then he'll sit the second half. Eagles win.
All right.
What say you?
Jeez, overthinking this one.
Yeah,
it's a trap.
It's a trap.
The Giants fucked
Oh.
themselves even further out of the
Out of the
playoff-
draft pick,
out of the
moved
draft
to
pick.
like 7.
Yeah.
Oh, dumbasses. Saints at Bucks. Bucks obviously winning in. So
I want Bucks.
yeah,
I'm going with Bucks.
I'm with the Bucks here. Texans at Titans. Texans don't have anything to play for.
No, and they've been sucking real bad.
They have,
lately,
but they
too.
might have to play a little bit just to get their mojo back. So
I'm going to say Titans on this.
Texans, yeah, because I think they got to play just to get right because they've had a few rough weeks.
They ain't been
hey,
right for a
what,
minute.
what better way to get yourself right than playing the fucking Titans? So, next up, we got the Niners at the Cardinals.
Brock Purdy is not playing
Okay,
at the Cardinals?
at the Cardinals. Yeah, at
It's
Arizona.
just a divisional throwdown.
yeah, nothing to play for either team.
No, they're both eliminated.
yeah.
I'm going to say Cardinals
Cardinals. I'm with the Cardinals here.
because Niners gave everything they had.
They did.
Last
They did.
night.
Boy,
That
they
was
sure
it.
did.
That
They
was
sure
it.
did. Now, okay. So I've been picking against the fucking Chiefs for weeks, right?
Yeah,
And they've been
winning.
destroying. Yeah, they've been winning. So Now we got the Chiefs at the Broncos. Broncos are at an in-and-win scenario.
Broncos have to
Kansas
win.
City's resting. They've already locked their own seats. I'm picking against the fucking Chiefs again. Broncos win.
I am taking the Chiefs because I need the Broncos to lose to get
So
my
Cincinnati?
beloved Bengals in there.
I would love for that to happen. I
Yeah.
feel you. I feel you. But yeah, Broncos win this game at home.
Yep, Chiefs.
Okay. Next up, Chargers Raiders.
Nothing left to play for. There.
Nothing left to play for.
But it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
at
say
the
Chargers.
Raiders.
Chargers.
Yeah, still on the Chargers. Seahawks at the Rams. Next up.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams. Next game, nothing to play for, but Dolphins at the Jets.
Theme music.
Theme music.
Jets.
What?
I need the Dolphins to lose
You
to
do,
get my
for the
belingo
Bengals.
Bengals in there.
I'm good. You know what? I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Let's go Jets.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers got one.
One game left.
He's
of his
got a
car-
show.
Might
He's
be his
still
last
got-
game of his career.
You never know. He's got to show somebody whoever's wanting to risk putting up with this bullshit next year.
Now we have no Monday night game this week.
Nope.
So the last game of the regular NFL season,
It's a humdinger to you, boys and
dude,
girls.
it's a playoff game.
It is
It
a
literally
playoff
is a
game.
playoff game. The
2-14 and 2 teams.
Yes, the Minnesota Vikings going into Detroit to play the Lions.
Is it still called the Silver Dome?
No, I don't know what the hell it's called now.
Ford Field?
Ford Field. Yeah, Ford Field. So Vikings
used to be called the Silver
Vikings
Dome, I
at
believe.
Lions. This is a Sunday night. It was flexed to Sunday night. The first round bye is on the line in this game.
Yeah.
And the loser is still going to be a wild card with
Yeah.
14 freaking wins.
Yeah.
This is a hell of a game. This is a hell of a way to finish a regular
I have
season.
not seen a season finish like this.
Oh no, I mean it's downright
that I
awesome.
can remember anyway.
Dan Campbell in his press conference after the game, they were talking about it. He's like, "This is the greatest script. This is the best way to end a season.
Yeah.
This is what football. This is what we fought for. This is how you finish an NFL season."
Yeah.
I love it. It's going to be a
Both
great
teams
game.
are playing absolutely fucking great.
But Dusty,
One
Skull
of 'em ha-
baby, I'm on the Vikings.
You going with the Vikings?
The Detroit Lions have been putting up points, and giving up points.
points. Yeah.
Vikings are just too good of a team.
Yeah.
So I like the Vikes at Detroit. Yeah, it's a tough one.
It is tough.
I love the Lions.
I'd like to see it all go through Detroit.
Oh, I would too. But the winner gets that
But
first round bye,
Detroit
and they got
has
to come
been a
through.
better road team this year than a home team.
Yeah. So, I mean, fuck, they've only lost
Fuck,
2 games.
It's
Dave.
tough, though. It's tough.
Yeah, this is a tough game to call. It's going to be a great one.
Fuck. Theme music. Give me my theme music. Detroit. Stuck with them all year. I'm going with them again.
There you go, baby. So, exciting finish to the week. Again, we got college football playoffs going, 1 tonight, 4 tomorrow. So, we've only got one more segment left there to
Yep.
knock out.
One more to go, bro. Every week he gives you 4 that you can love, 4 that you can hate. But you always want more. He only gives you 4. Anyway, it's time for Bonafide Bets with Josh.
Yes, sir. Bring it, bring it. All right.
Tell him how good you did last week.
So, last week sucked ass. 0-4. 0-4.
Got a little wrapped up in the
I
eggnog.
did, you know,
for,
the
Christmas
eggnog,
party,
the
you know.
Christmas. I didn't put a lot of thought into it. We was having fun.
We were having a great time.
It did not work out real well for me. So, and this week's a little tough too because again, so many teams not playing for shit.
Yeah.
It was tough to pick NFL games this week. So, due to the college football playoffs, I got 2 college football games this week and 2 NFL games. So, I'm going to do the NFL games first because my lock is in the college football playoff.
All right.
All right. So,
Show me what you got.
first up, I've got, I just picked it, Minnesota +3 against the Lions. I like the Vikings to win straight up, but they're getting 3 points, so Skull Vikings. Come on, Dusty.
Sounds like easy money.
Yep. Next up, I've got Philly -3 against the Giants because the Giants are just so damn bad. Like I said,
Are they, though?
The Colts suck, dude. Okay, 45 fucking points. So I like Philly -3 versus the Giants.
Okay.
So that's my 2 NFL games. I got 2 college games for you. First up, Oregon +2.5 against Ohio State. I've been picking Oregon to go to the national championship all year. Oregon is the underdog against Ohio State, so I like Oregon to beat Ohio State this week.
And where are they playing it?
I think that's at the Rose Bowl in California.
That's
So,
California.
yeah, there's no home games there now in this round. So, And then my lock of the week, and this
Uh-oh.
probably got a little bit of homer in on me, but this is my lock. Take it to the fucking bank. I've bet it. I've already bet Notre Dame to win the championship. I put money on it like 3 weeks ago. So Notre Dame is an underdog. They're getting 1.5 points against the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia's got a backup quarterback in there. I'm rolling with the Irish all year. It's going to be the Irish and the Oregon Ducks in the national championship. So the lock of the week, Notre Dame plus 1.5 over the Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay.
Take it to the bank.
Over the Bulldogs.
Over the Bulldogs. So, yeah, that's the bets.
Yeah,
Hope
there
I
you
do
go.
better knowing 4 because last week sucked ass.
Yeah, that was Bonafide Bets with Josh.
So, again, New Year's Eve. Everybody have fun.
Yeah.
We'll get this out tomorrow sometime.
Everybody stay frosty.
Yeah, everybody.
Drink all the Frosties you can.
Maybe Yeggy's not too hungover. He can get this edited and put out tomorrow, and you guys can lay around in your laziness and listen. Put it in your car stereo on
Yeah.
Thursday morning. Hell, who knows?
Crank your Craco car system stereo.
That's right, baby. So, good time. It's been a good year.
It's been
for
a
us.
very good year.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad we started this. Our friends, a few of the people that came in with us on Christmas Eve were like, man, that was awesome. I know why you guys loving this shit. Like Blaze is like, that was so much fun.
Yeah, they did have fun.
So we appreciate all of them for coming in last week with us. And yeah, we've enjoyed it. Only a few months that we started, and we're definitely going to keep going. And yeah, it's been an awesome year. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a fast football season.
It has been. But it's been a damn good football season.
Yeah, it's been
NFC
fun.
is awesome.
And we get to explain everything every week.
Yeah.
Plus whatever dumb shit we've come
Yeah.
up with.
So, good times. Wrong Call Sportscast. Remember, follow us, check the socials, stick with us. We greatly enjoy it. We enjoy the banter back and forth on the socials. So, keep us around. Dave,
Yes.
you kicked ass, brother.
You kicked ass too.
Happy fucking New Year, buddy.
Happy fucking New Year to everybody.
Yep.
Thank you.
Everybody enjoy. Thank you so much.
Thanks for making the right call and listening to the wrong call.
You got it, baby.
Have a good year, everybody.
Peace.